Are you interested in getting free skins by doing nothing extra but simply playing Fortnite? Well, if you're on PC, check out PlayVig. Basically what PlayVig does, it allows you to sign up for simple quests that track your in-game scores. And once you complete those quests, you can earn yourself points, which you can then turn into V-Bucks for skins or whatever you want. Once it's green in-game, your quest is active and you're ready to go. If you want to earn some free skins simply by playing the game, check out PlayVig. Link below. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Today's video is going to be another Fortnite tips and tricks video. Going to be analyzing a really high kill game here with an awesome skin and back bling combo and talking to you guys in today's video. If you guys could smack a like on this thing, let's go for 805 likes. That would be amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Go ahead and like, subscribe if you guys do enjoy the video, and let's get right into it. So what we're going to do here is I'm basically going to talk a little bit about what's been on my mind lately, because a lot of people always say like, you do so many tips and tricks videos, but the reason I do them is because I always have something to say and people are always requesting more and more of them because the game is constantly changing, and there's so many different, there's millions of different scenarios that can take place in this game. So the amount of stuff that there's to talk about, that's why, you know, obviously it's one of my favorite things to talk about. That's why I do a lot of videos like this, but people seem to enjoy them and I want to help people improve at the game because I think that is something that is really cool, you know, a really cool aspect about my channel. So let's talk about it right now and basically analyze this gameplay. So first off, you notice I go tilted. Obviously, whenever I go for high kills, I'm going tilted. Now, with my setup off the start, with this pump shotgun, all I have to do and all this early game comes down to is can I hit them in the head? And obviously it's easy if they're standing still like that, but that's all it comes down to, man. And that's why I take the pump. If you trust your shot and you have some backup, just in case, you always want to have a plan B. So I have that SMG, headshots. I walk around and you'll notice when I have the pump up, my crosshair when I'm turning corners, when I'm coming around corners, I get some nice little YouTuber loot right here too. It's always right on their head area, and that's how I'm able to take those shots and to get those kills with them. Now, obviously tilted towers, you basically just want to loot, and then as soon as you hear noise, run to the noise, try to third party it, try to get 1 to 2 kills, loot, run to the noise, loot, run to the noise. That's basically the game plan for tilted, and that's sort of what I try to emulate in this gameplay right here, right? So I got this last night, or last night or early morning, depending on where you guys are at. But for me, it was last night because I'd stayed up late. You can see here, all of this is done with the shotgun. Now, it is just a green pump. However, there's really not that big of a difference between the green and the blue. I mean, it's a 5 damage difference. And I really think that you can, as long as you are confident with your shot, it doesn't matter what you have. The gray tack is one that really does suck, and I do notice the suckiness of that one. But other stuff like that, a green tack, a green pump, you can do wonders with, and that's basically it. So right here, I hear a guy on this level. So I want to move up here, but I want to make sure that I do it right. So what I do here is I'm peeking using right-hand advantage. I hit him in the head for 144, and after that, it's simple. Switch over to the SMG and spray him down. Now, the thing that I was doing there with right-hand advantage is basically because I was standing where, for me to peek, it would be to move to the right, and it also was for him as well. But by doing that, it's sort of how the camera angles work in the game. Of course, the way your character holds the weapon, like a right-handed person, peeking like that, it gives you that millisecond camera angle advantage to get the shot in, which can be the difference in a game like this. So right here, this is just a simple build battle. I want to, at this moment, I'm thinking, I want to get off my miniature potions, but because I had them so weak and I had a good angle there, I took advantage. And that's one thing, that decision making, and I think this game comes down to pretty much 3 things, right? I've talked about it before. It comes down to your building ability, which just comes down to your building skills and if you have mats, your aiming ability, which comes down to, do you have the right sensitivity? Are you able to aim? Are you hitting them in the head when you should? Are you missing your shots? And then it comes down to decision making. And one thing that is tough and the hardest to explain, because get better at aiming, it's like find a good sensitivity, practice, play a lot. Same with building. You can go into playground mode, you can practice building. But with decision making, you have to go through thousands and millions of scenarios in your head and sort of play them out. And that's one thing that the debate between popping a potion or going for the finish when you're both weak, that just comes to situational awareness and what angles you have. And it's weird because what really makes this game unique is the building, right? Because the buildings can be, there's no set way to win a build battle. You try to get height advantage, and then you sort of improv from there, and that's basically what you do. Back to the gameplay, though. We have 8 kills right now, and I'm coming out of Tilted with 8 kills, so I know that this is high potential for a high kill gameplay. Also, on games where the zone is sort of pushing everyone in, and you're moving in with the edge of it, are ones where you can get a bunch of kills, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So I hear a fight up here, which is the way I have to run to anyway, so I'm going to throw these, I call them Semtexes from Call of Duty, but they're clinger grenades. I'm going to throw those to put the pressure on, and that makes him bail from his base. Now, there is a person behind him, I notice, up on the divot, but I think that he's too far to deal with me, so I'm not really too scared of that. Take on this fight with the heavy. I do get hit a little bit more than I would have liked to there, and that's one thing that it comes down to. And what it comes down to is solos. Like I said, those 3 main things, the building, your decision making, and your aiming. But it also comes down to, can you take out bad to average players without taking any damage from them, so you don't have to waste shields? And can you take out good players just without dying? So you see right here, this is a battle, and I'm getting overrun, and this is where I'm sort of not panic building, but I'm defensive building. I'm backing up, I'm closing, or not closing, I'm widening the gap between me and the other players, and then I'm using what I have to use. Now right here I see this guy has the chance on me. There's nothing I can do here. I can't get up to him. All you can do is basically wait for people to drop at this situation. When you're down below and it's clear they have the height advantage, there's not much you can do to retake it. You're weak, whatever. All you can do is sort of bait them to drop down, and there's different ways to do it. You can either smack their materials, you can just stand there and heal up, something like that. You bait them, and then when they fall down, you just hope you can hit that shotgun shot. Now I hit the shot. Unfortunately, I did not hit that guy in the head with the shotgun, which was my mistake. But I mean, it really is tough to do every single time. But luckily, we won that. So there's gonna be fights like that. You're playing against a good player, your back's against the wall, and if you can win those fights 2 to 3 times a game, a lot of the other players will be more casual players or average players. If you can take those and deal with those fights quickly without any extra BS or attracting a third party or taking a lot of damage, that's how you can get yourself more solo wins and even more kills while doing it. Because you want to get a lot of if you want to get a lot of kills while winning, which is, in my opinion, the best strategy to do, you want to go for those kills, and then when it gets hot, you want to get out of there. When the pressure's on and you're sort of in a situation where you can't really, you can't fight it off. Maybe there's, like you saw earlier, I just backed up and I kept building. I backed up and I kept building because I realized, sure, I want to get most kills here, but it's not worth losing my life to try to thirst out one more kill. And that's basically it. So here, I'm just moving in with the storm. This is one of my storm circles, one of my favorite storm circles in the game, the one that goes from Tilted up towards Wailing, because everyone from that bottom side of the map is moving with you, and you can sort of get the upper hand on them. And over here, I take this guy out, but some of his loot is in the storm. But I realized there's a med kit there, and I want more minis, so I'm like, screw it, let's just run in there, let's do it. And I only took like 6 damage, so I was like, I don't even need to med kit right there. Right now, my inventory is basically perfect. If I had a blue drum gun, that would be like the only thing, but it's not a big deal. This is like the best inventory, dude. You have your long-range weapon, your Scar, which Scars are deadly at any range. Then I have the heavy shotgun, best shotgun in the game, in my opinion. Drum gun. Now, this is where the debate comes in. Drum gun versus P90. I've been rocking drum gun a lot more lately. If I have the medium ammo. If I don't, I'll rock the P90. But if I do have medium ammo, I will rock the drum gun. And then, of course, you want some sort of healing. And then noob tubes are still strong. That last slot, you can have another set of healing, or you can have a grenade launcher. So if you're watching this gameplay, you notice basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to third party every single fight. And that's sort of coming in late, getting the angle. That guy, before he even noticed I was there, when I started shooting him, I already had a good amount of damage into him. And then I look and I see who is the person he is trying to fight. But what I see here is that there is actually a 50 pot. So I'm like, you know what? Let's play it smart. Let's build around. Let's pop the 50 and then go to rush the player. It's sort of playing tactical, also rushing and knowing when it's this is like one of my favorite sayings, knowing when it's time for offense versus knowing when it's time for defense. If you can understand that, that's one of the main things with decision making in this game. Right now, it's offense time. I see 2 people fighting up there. I want both of these kills. I want them. I get the first one, and then I see the other guy. So right now, one thing you can do is, as you're third partying, when 2 people are fighting, it's you can sort of, if you hear shots going off, if they're close to each other with shotguns, you can sort of be safe to assume, if you're being smart about it, if that player took damage. And even if not, it's always best to rush a person right after a fight. Right there, I hit him for 70 something again, and it one-shotted him because he was already weak from fighting that other player, and also, I'm not sure if I hit that guy, but with possibly from my crossfire. So I'm able to do that. At this point in the game, I realized there was 5 potential kills left, and I had 15, so I had a chance at a 20 bomb. However, I basically just got overrun, and a bunch of people came onto me. I had to bounce pad out of there, and you know, I was able to get a couple more kills and then pick up the, I believe it's a 17 kill win. Knowing when it's time for defense, knowing when it's time for offense, and just playing smart. This is how you get more solo wins, understanding the situations and how to react to them, understanding when you're in a bad spot, you still have a chance. It's not over till it's over, and when you're in a good spot, it's time to punish. Main points. Anyway, here I just build up on the last guy, and I'm in the zone. He has to rush to me. Not much you can do here. GG. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this video on how to get more solo wins. Also, how to get some pretty high kill ones. That was a 17 killer. Subscribe if you guys are new. Smack a like, and that's about it, guys. Have a great night, and I'm out. Peace.